Hey guys, this is SpongeBob SquarePants and VeggieTales for the win here, and welcome back to another After I Saw video. Now today, this After I Saw video is going to be on the new Trolls movie called Trolls Band Together. I saw it in the theaters today. Yep. Which, here's my movie ticket right here, by the way, for this movie. So, basically, Trolls Band Together is the third movie in the DreamWorks Animation Trolls franchise, and, it's about where... Yeah, and I'm going to do my best to not spoil this movie, by the way, but this movie's about where Branchy was a baby and he had a band. He was in a band with his brothers, but one day the band breaks up because the leader was being, too perfect and trying to be too perfect with the band, and of course, in this movie, Poppy and Branch are officially a couple, and Bridget and Gristle they get married, and one day the leader of Branch's former band comes back to see Branch because Dem and Poppy must go on an adventure to find many of Branch's long-lost brothers, to rescue one of Branch's long-lost brothers who was kidnapped. And on the way they meet Poppy's sister named Viva, who is Poppy's long lost sister, and they must go on an adventure to rescue one of Branch's long lost brothers and reunite the band. So that's pretty much what the movie's about. Now, what do I think of this movie? Now, when it comes to the Trolls movies, I was never really a huge fan of the franchise to begin with. Ever since I first saw the first movie, which I remember seeing in the theaters back in 2016, but I thought the Trolls franchise was pretty good. I wouldn't say great, though. The first Trolls movie is pretty good. When I saw that in theaters back in 2016, I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was a great movie. I thought it was just good. And I still think it's just a good movie, but not great. And Trolls World Tour, I would also say, is not a great movie, but it's good. Trolls World Tour, I actually was going to see it in the theaters, but I remember it wasn't originally released in indoor theaters, I believe, during its original release, because of the whole madness going on in 2020 that I'm not even going to mention, as I really don't want to talk about it. But yeah, so Trolls World Tour, how I watched that, well, my dad has Vudu, and he rented that movie on Vudu for me and my family to watch back in 2020. And that's how I watched Trolls World Tour, which I watched it back in 2020. And pretty good sequel. It's not great, but pretty good. It's a pretty fun movie. And so the same can be said for this movie, Trolls Band Together. It's good, but not great. It's a fun movie, but I wouldn't call it great. So I mean, even after DreamWorks Animation made three surprisingly great movies, because their three previous movies were surprisingly really great. The Bad Guys, I remember I saw that in the theaters last year, and The Bad Guys is surprisingly a great movie. And Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was surprisingly a really great movie. Definitely one of DreamWorks Animation's great sequels, and it was even better than the first Puss in Boots movie, surprisingly. And Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken, I surprisingly thought was great. I enjoyed that movie definitely more than I thought I would, if I'm being honest. But that's my opinion. But Trolls Band Together, it was just good but not great, and to be honest, I expected that. That's why I thought of the first two movies, so I'm not surprised that this Trolls Band Together movie was good but not great. I mean, the story in this movie is pretty good. Pretty good story that this movie has. It's definitely not a great story, but it's pretty good, pretty fun. And the animation in this movie is good. Though then again, it's a DreamWorks Animation movie. What would I expect? Of course the animation's good. And characters are pretty good, pretty likable, I would say. I wouldn't say great, but characters in this movie are pretty good. So just like with the first two Trolls movies, I would say this movie is just good. It's not great, but it's pretty fun. Definitely not a great movie. I definitely don't love this movie, but I do like it. Yeah, not a great movie, but not bad. It's pretty good. So yeah, overall I give Trolls Band Together a 3.5 out of 5. It's a pretty good movie, but I wouldn't call it great. Definitely wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but still a pretty good film. Yeah, so that's my after I saw video for Trolls Band Together, and hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye, everybody.